Be adult, be a realist. What truth were you living? Not the truth that you're speaking or the truth that you wish to be true in your utopian fantasy. What truth did you live? You were dragged around for years and trampled underfoot. Okay, that's the truth. Let's talk about that. I let a person, a couple of people in fact, get away with doing and saying things that I'm very embarrassed about. Why? Because I was in love. Because I was in love and I didn't want to let go of the relationship. I didn't have the self-worth. I didn't have the value. I didn't have the boundaries to say, you know what? I'm not putting up with this. I don't need to be with you. I can do better than this. See you later. Goodbye. Because I didn't have that self-love and that self-worth, when the relationship terminated, my head was looking backwards to where they were the whole time because I wasn't looking into the future. I wasn't looking to creating something better for myself, a better lifestyle, a better relationship, a better self-image in the future. So what did I do? I got back with them. Oh, it was the hoover. We cycled through the idealization and discard phase. They hoovered me. Yeah, sure, they hoovered me. Fucking hell. I always laugh when people talk about hoovering. I can't help but see people with vacuum cleaners around the house. I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. You can come round and hoover at my house anytime you like. So we give it these weird terms, flying monkeys and all the rest of it, because what we're trying to do is mask pain. We're trying to mask vulnerability. So you want to get over this stuff? Just be real. Just be real. You probably got ripped off. You probably got trampled on by somebody who you'd put on a pedestal. We talk about the narcissists, they idealize us. Well, who's idealizing them? How did you let somebody get away with what they got away with if it wasn't physically violent? So you're not physically at day. That's a different conversation for a different day. If there's physical violence present, okay, we're in the realm of like, you got to talk self-protection and the police and legality. But we're not talking about that. So why did you let them get away with it? Why? Why did you let them get away with it unless they were up high on a pedestal being idealized by you? Who was love bombing? This term I hear all the time. Were they love bombing you or were you love bombing yourself? The tendency to want to abrogate all and any responsibility so that we are a completely blameless victim is very strong. The cultural moment that we're living through really encourages this. There is such a thing as the oppression Olympics. There is such a thing as wanting to be the biggest victim in the room. There is such a thing as wanting to absolve ourselves of responsibility so that we could say, well, I did nothing and they did everything. How could that be true? Rationally, use your mind, use your brain, use your mind. How could that be true? That they did, how? This is why you get these online narratives of narcissists and they sound like vampires or demons or they sound like mythical creatures. What, do they have the power to control your mind? And people say, yeah, they do. They control my mind. Did they? Or did you just not have the strength to say, I'm not putting up with that and now I'm going to leave?